Yes guys, welcome back to my channel, and today in this video we're going to be talking about the appetite suppressants and whether they are worth it or not. So let's get right into the video. So now, appetite suppressants, right? In my opinion, I feel like my short answer to this on whether they are useful or not is they are completely unnecessary. Like, I don't think you should even think about using these appetite suppressants, you know, those ones with the pill and the ones with the medication, even like stuff like Coke Zero, especially the one with the caffeine inside. And yeah, all of these, what people like to call the appetite suppressants. Now, the reason why you shouldn't really use these is because, you see, suppressing your appetite is a skill that you simply haven't learnt yet. Suppressing your appetite naturally is something that you simply just need to learn on how to do it, and especially if you're someone that's on a cut. And because when you're on a cut and you're just getting lots of cravings and cravings for hunger as well all over the place. See, you just need to learn how to suppress your appetite naturally, and especially for if you're someone that's in a calorie deficit, on a cut, on a body recomp, whatever it is, or even on a bulk as well. But let's just use cutting as an example, because for when trying to cut and being in a calorie deficit, we do our best to, you know, don't experience any hunger during that process, which is possible, and it is something that can be achieved. And the reason why this can be achieved is because we naturally suppress our appetite from clean, whole, nutrient-dense foods, not from the appetite. Yeah, although you can suppress your appetite through, you know, these pills, medications, the stuff that I've given you guys an example of. But however, if you do it naturally with whole foods, over time you're gonna reduce your appetite and you're gonna feel more satiated, and you're just gonna end up feel like it. You're just gonna end up not even thinking about getting your appetite suppressants from the pills, from the medication, the stuff that I've spoken about from before. And yeah, and once you feel satiated from these nutrient-dense whole foods, you're simply going to, yeah, it's going to be very unnecessary for you to have, if you suppress your appetite naturally from nutrient-dense foods. Now, eat on a cut. If you're experiencing diet fatigue on a cut, then that is the result of you eating too many processed foods. And yeah, and that's probably the most common reason why a majority of the people are obese, they're fat, they're overweight at this current generation. And the reason why this happens is because they eat too many processed foods that are calorie dense, that are over their maintenance calories, and they're quite calorie dense, and that would lead to them gaining weight unnecessarily, leading to the fat being stored within them. Not instantly, but like over time, if they do that consistently, which majority of the fat people do. So yeah, if you're experiencing a lot of hunger, then you're simply not eating enough nutrient-dense foods. Stuff like your vegetables, your fruits, and especially fiber as well. Fiber, because fiber, not protein, although protein does help keep you satiated as well, but protein and fiber together will make you satiated. Even fiber alone as well can help you feel satiated. And well, protein does make you satiated, like I said. But however, if you want to feel like more fuller, because I feel like protein alone, like it does, you don't get hungry from protein obviously, but you just get these, like, you still crave more food, even because protein simply just helps to keep you fuller for longer, and it does help you get satiated, and that's why it helps you get satiated. But however, if you eat fiber within your protein and and other nutrient dense foods, then it's going to simply reduce your appetite. It's going to keep you it's going to help you get even way more satiated. So if you're experiencing diet fatigue, lots of hunger, and all of these things that people commonly experience in a cut, then you're just simply not eating enough nutrient dense foods. And you're eating too many processed foods as well. And so to switch it around, simply eat more nutrient dense foods. And once you taste the natural tasting foods, it will reduce your cravings over time, not instantly, over time. You just have to, obviously in the first day, once you make that change, it's not going to happen instantly. You just have to keep doing it consistently, and then naturally over time, your cravings will start to reduce. Your cravings for processed food will start to reduce. How many of you eat a lot of nutrient-dense foods majority of the time and you don't get cravings? Name me one person that eats a lot of, fruits, veg, fiber, protein, even carbs as well. You just end up experiencing not that many cravings, and you just don't feel like having a cheat meal. You don't feel like having this chocolate bar, all of these processed snacks and food that will do you no good within your body. Now, I'm not saying you should never have these processed foods again, and obviously I would recommend doing the 80 to 20, where your 80% of your diet comes from naturally whole nutrient dense foods, and the 20% can come from anything. It can come from your junk, all of that stuff. But however, if you're eating too many of these processed junk food, then you're going to end up experiencing way more cravings, and this will lead to you eating more calories and craving more junk food, craving more sugar, all of these processed foods. So in my opinion, appetite suppressants are completely unnecessary, and you'll see why once you make that switch and make that habit of eating more nutrient dense foods. So if you found this video helpful, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like, comment, share all of this good stuff, and I will see you lot in the next video.